to his job to be informed that he's fired. Well, the workers try to go on strike, but Jay Gould is called in the Pinkerton agents. There you see him with guns. And by the way, guys, the union guys had guns too. And these guys, they basically, they harassed the workers, kept the trains running, and the Knights have to call off the strike. And Gould won.
Oh, man.
What?
You put Knights have to call off the strike.
Huh? Yeah, the Knights have to call off the strike.
Oh,
Oh,
you put, no.
you know what? Guess who never says anything like that? Guess who never says anything like that? Sweet, precious Katie. That draws pictures of her professor right on her desk. You're terrible.
No, I'm the person.
Guess who I love, Grace? Guess who I don't love?
You don't love Jaden, you love me.
Wow, that's a shocker. I love all of you. But most importantly, guys,
You love
I
yourself.
love me. Well, then we get to the Haymarket Affair. And guys, in 1884, the workers at International Harvester, they want an 8-hour workday. So they tell management, they say, look, this is 1884. They say, look, give us an 8-hour workday by May 1st, 1886. And International Harvester says, okay. Needless to say, when May 1st, 1886 rolls around, they don't have an 8-hour workday. So the workers go out on strike. As International Harvester was up in Chicago, makes perfect sense that becomes kind of a central meeting place. And on May 3rd at a clash at the International Harvester plant, one of the strikers is killed. There you see it there. Attention working men. Achtung Arbeiter. On English and German. Got it? Then the next day, at a protest meeting, 8 blocks from City Hall in Haymarket Square, you had thousands gather, including anarchists, and they were there to talk and everything. They raged a little bit, and they were beginning to break up. Well, right when they're beginning to break up is when 180 cops show up. All right, let's move along now. Move along. Well, what do you think to the guys that were breaking up? What do you think they do?
They wanted to not break up anymore.
Yeah, we're not going. We're saying, yeah. And guys, we have no idea who did it. Somebody throws a bomb.
Oh.
Killing a cop, wounding 6. Well, then the police respond to that by firing into the crowd. They start arresting people left and right. And then, what? You mean to slow down?
Yes, please.
Do I have to go back?
Probably
You
2
mean to go back?
seconds.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I got it.
Couldn't help but notice that there was no sass on my spelling on that slide. Interesting. And out of all the people they arrested, they kind of isolated down to these 7. Well, actually 8. No, 7. And all of these guys spoke German. Only one of them spoke English as well as German. The guy in the middle. He also happened to have a Knights of Labor membership card in his wallet. Also, he was from Texas.
Yeah.
Also, he was married to a black woman who was an author. So needless to say, he was not a favorite child. We got it? And basically, this totally effects of the Knights of Labor. Now people have widespread revulsion because they think that they're all just a bunch of bomb-carrying anarchists. And Terence V. Powderly could never separate that image. And the Union folds in 1893. You ready? Now, why do we talk about the Knights of Labor? Well, because they were able to do some things. Like the Federal Bureau of Labor and Statistics was created in 1884. The Farran Act of 1885 was put into law. Basically what the Farran Act said is you can't go to a foreign country and bring in a lot of immigrants directly from that country just to have cheap labor working at your factories. No, the most important they did was they spread knowledge of unions, how they could be effective, and showed how a union could be organized. Where's my pen? I can't find my pen.
Jaden probably has it.
Or someone's a little jealous of Jaden and they stole my pen and they're trying to blame it on Jaden.
Dang it.
Oh, that would never happen. No, not to my good sweet Grace.
Kevin's back at it again.
Nice new pen, by the way. All right, things you got to study for your quiz. Know about things that helped accelerate America's economic growth after the Civil War. You know, you could talk about infrastructure, abundance of our natural resources, smart businessmen. Know about Edison and Tesla. Know about Edison and Tesla. Know what Tesla developed, why that was important. Know what Edison was on, what he invented. And looking at Rockefeller, know about the Pennsylvania oil rush. And like its economic impact. Or in Titusville, 1859. And because we have so much fun learning about know about the Molly Maguire's